The property lane where it's everything real estate. And around about this time, we take a trip out of the country to the place where every Ugandan loves to go, and many Ugandans have been going for different reasons. Perhaps personally, I love that place for the real estate growth and the real estate tourism and what it is doing to their economy and the country at large. Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend on Property Lane, we want to learn about the Dubai real estate market and investing in Dubai, investing offshore. What do you need to know to invest in Dubai particularly? Because we have with us a guest right from Dubai. He has just flown in for what is happening this weekend, and that is the real estate stakeholders dinner. Welcome with me, Mr. Mutaz. Please tell us about yourself, your full name, what do you do?
Hi, thank you, Catherine. Thank you. So my name is Murtaza Ibrahimji. I spent all my life in terms of childhood in the UK. I'm from London. I'm actually a chartered accountant and started my career working in finance and moved to Dubai in 2002, following the corporate world. And then effectively, we also have an events business, where my wife is a destination weddings and events planner, so I also support her. And I'm in real estate now, effectively, because it's all about an opportunity. I love meeting people from the event side, from different parts of the world, where you build trust, which is the most important thing in whatever you do. So, it's not about selling real estate. You mentioned Dubai. I don't sell real estate. I sell the UAE and the Dubai safety, regulation, beautiful environment, the weather. It's just everything is there in terms of as a place to invest.
Why are you here, Mr. Mutaz?
So one of my contacts here told me there was a real estate exhibition. Area obviously is moving towards trying to, they've got a real estate exhibition. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity for me to meet potential investors, contacts who may be interested in investing or finding out more about Dubai or Ras Al Khaimah or other Emirates within the United Arab Emirates. So I'm here really to meet people who may be interested or just want knowledge. Also, actually, I'm coming back to my roots. My father, my grandfather were born here. Blessings of Idi Amin 72. That's how I ended up in the UK. But it's lovely to return to Uganda. It just feels a lovely, friendly place. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, talking about investments. Tell us about investment in real estate in Dubai. Why should one invest in Dubai?
So, as I said, we're not in investment. Obviously, it's always very important to understand, the regulatory environment, the safety, your money, is it safe? Now, Dubai has many factors. Obviously, it's the most important part of Dubai. It's really well regulated. So, people are nervous when in the past, if it's an unregulated environment, is your investment safe? But today, the government have done great insights, learning from other parts of the world as well, and implementing a really robust system. So where the investor is well protected. So you have the introduction of escrow accounts when you're buying or selling property. There's a standard format to follow, which is standardized. So it again brings efficiency into the process, and and everybody is aware of that. So standardization, efficiency in the process, speed of the process is a great factor. You're investing in a really well-controlled mechanism. Secondly, you've obviously got freehold ownership. So, you are owning the freehold of that investment of yours. And then it's a growing population. So there's obviously clear, huge demand for rental. So potential for return on investment is phenomenal. And obviously, post-COVID, Dubai has seen a phenomenal boom, both economically, the population is growing. It's always been an attractive tourism hub. And it continues to become one of the most attractive places. Strategically, it's well located. So even if people are stopping over, they're having 1 or 2 days. So the tourism just continues to go strength to strength. And it's got great leaders. And, they really are making Dubai an amazing place to grow in business, to follow your dreams. and you can really call it a place, you know, where you can make it a home.
Wow.
The weather is amazing all year round. So it's an endless list, you know, you can go on and on.
Yeah, we do have a good weather here too, all year round.
Yeah, you do.
What makes a place attractive for investors to come from all over the world? I know you talk of safety. What are we lacking here? We also want to attract people to come and invest.
You see, I think it's that whole, as you say, you know, safety is a big factor. You know, when it's not in a place like the United Arab Emirates, it's not even in your subconscious. You know, you know, it's literally zero tolerance for crime, and people follow the laws of the land, which is very important. But you know, you've got no fear of crime in any shape or form. I've been spending the day with you, Catherine, today, and you know. It's like I open the window and you say, "Be careful," you know, roll it out, your phone be gone. So you know, in the way, it's like you can forget your phone on the metro and you probably have it found, you know, a few hours later. So you know, really safe, secure environment, which is great for, you know, bringing up children, families, which is you know, one of the again significant attractions.
How is your commission and commission policies? Do you have a real estate business law?
Yeah, so obviously everything is, so you've got the Dubai Land Department in terms of Dubai. Everything is, you know, structured and everybody follows. So, you know, brokers need to be registered. You know, they need to be aware of obviously all the regulation, and everything is really controlled and governed by the Dubai Land Department. When you buy real estate also, obviously you pay a 4% Dubai Land Department fee, which gives you comfort that, you know, that title is getting registered in Dubai in terms of so again, you know, you're kind of protected. It's not just you know, a piece of paper. It's actually all controlled through the Dubai Land Department.
In other words, you're not just protected at in the city generally with police and all the safety, but you're also protected as an investor.
Absolutely.
What are you doing different from what we're doing in terms of taxation? Like when you talk of that protection.
So okay, we mentioned tax. You just said tax. Obviously, you know, again, another great reason to invest. I mean, you know, you got great rental opportunity and great capital growth because of, as I said, all the dynamics, populations coming in, other parts of the world. There's challenges in terms of tax. In terms of so in Dubai, obviously, you know, as an investor, as an individual, when you're renting your property, you know, it's tax free. You know, when you exit the property and the capital gains you make on that, it's tax free. So fantastic again. You know, you've got an opportunity, lots of opportunities there at the moment where you've got potentially for rental and capital growth, and you know, it's always important to think of an exit at some point, so you know that you can sell. Knowing you're kind of in a tax-free environment, and take the benefit.
What convinces buyers to pay off plan? Because I see a lot of properties that are being sold in Dubai are being sold off the plan.
Yeah, it's
here we are trying to, but it doesn't move as fast as it moves in Dubai. What makes people comfortable to make such big deposits on a property that hasn't even been started?
I think, look, it's a really good question. And I think people are still, not everybody's comfortable, but you're absolutely right. You know, again, it's the environment that you create. So today, you know, when you're buying off plan, it's obviously really important to know the developer. So, you know, their track record, their credibility, etc. So, you know, these are the factors, and you know, there's evidence of certain developers that have delivered and continue to deliver. So this is giving confidence. Obviously, when you're buying off plan and you see deliveries being made, again, people can see. And if you know, when you buy that off plan opportunity and you can see at handover where it's sometimes had significant capital growth, and you can exit at significant premiums. Again, it's giving people the confidence that, look, something started from a piece of land. Within 3 years, the building is up in terms of the speed, and it's giving them the return. So the other thing is, obviously, when people are paying, the developers now under a lot more, again, strict control and regulation. So, you know, even before they can just start developing anywhere, there's a lot of checks and balances put in place. Before they can even, you know, registration in terms of with RERA, but, you know, to make sure that.
What's RERA?
So RERA is, I don't know what it's like your real estate authority.
Okay.
So real estate, you know, again, it's making sure that that land is registered with the authorities, and then you can start your construction. And it's obviously, every time it's completed, there's a certain element of completion certificate that is being examined by the Dubai Land Department. The other thing is when you're paying the money, also, it's making sure it's going into an escrow account. So you're not just paying a developer and he's taken the money. So your money is also protected, and the developer has access to that escrow depending on the milestones being achieved, which again being regulated. So again, all these factors is driving the comfort of off-plan. And obviously, if you can buy off-plan, the other advantage of buying off-plan is it enables people potentially to pay for those properties over 3 to 4 years, so they can plan. So actually, you know, when you're buying something today, you're paying maybe 10%, and then you're paying maybe 40% of completion and another 50% on handover. So you're not committing everything. And then by the time you have the completion, you have the option. If you're a pure investor, you'll actually be making the return on the 50% you paid. So again, your potential for returns is much higher, because you've actually paid the full 100%. You're actually making a return on your 30% or 40% when you're, depending on when you decide to exit the property.
Okay, from what I see, in Dubai, the developer is regulated as well as the agent, right?
Correct, absolutely.
Here, the whole spectrum is not yet regulated.
Yeah.
I think that is something to learn from the Dubai market.
I think absolutely. I think I think the whole comfort, if you have strong regulation, at the top, with the right leadership bringing that regulation, is going to automatically give credibility to the market. Obviously, in the past there was a lot of speculation as well, and obviously investors still speculate. But in the past, for example, you could buy off plan, and you could potentially sell it by after just paying 5% or 10% of your deposit. But again, now because of the regulation in tightening up, even when you do buy off plan, it's making sure that you cannot just pay 10% or 15% and then look to exit. The investor has to, at least depending on the developer, pay at least 30, 40, 50% before they can even exit. So that also brings a bit of stability to the market. To
both the client and the developer.
Yeah.
Wow. We are taking a very short, quick break, and we will be back with this interesting conversation, learning about investing offshore, particularly Dubai. Welcome back from that very short break. We continue with this conversation, learning about properties offshore and investing offshore. Mr. Mutaz, how do I know that my investment is safe with you if I haven't been to Dubai?
So when you're putting the trust in me as a person, depending on what you want, whether you're buying an off plan or you're buying a ready property, we'll evaluate the options. And then because the process, where to give you the comfort, when you're ready to buy, you have an agreement between the agent and the seller. You have an agreement between the buyer and the seller, and everything is standard. So the standard forms that follow, where you are protected. Everything is going through a government portal, Dubai Land Department portal, and that gives you the comfort as well. And when you're buying, you're not paying money to me as an individual. It's going to the developer into his escrow account, where you're trusting the agent to make sure he's done his DD on the developer. So again, many factors. Obviously, you're not paying me individually. The money is going to the developer. There's clear agreements in place that are well regulated and standardized. So again, all these factors give you comfort.
Wow. I think that's what we are missing. Generally, our brokers are always quick to sell the property. But from what I gather is, for you first want to understand the person before you, understand their budget, and then see what could fit in their budget, and then eventually you sell to them. Dubai first, and then the property.
Absolutely. I think you're spot on, Kathleen. Look, everybody works differently. There's many brokers that will want to make a sale. At the end of the day, some brokers will just be interested in their commission and let's make a sale at all costs. So everybody works differently, and hence the market also, whether it's in Uganda, London, sometimes when you think of brokers, they think it's sometimes not a reputable kind of space. So I think it's really important to build good brokers, build trust, build relationships, understand the clients, and not just do a sell.
Okay, talking about building a good broker, what makes a good broker? Because I've seen most of the brokers that have come from Dubai or abroad are really good at it, and there's a way they speak, there's a way they carry themselves.
I think it's all, again...
Where is the secret?
I think it's like anything you do, you know, you're selling a product. So I think the most important thing is you've got to understand and believe in the product.
Okay.
You know, you got to treat that product, you know, so if it's a development, you know, I've been talking about you recently about Russell Kamer as well, you know. So there is a casino coming. Some people will think, will it come, will it not come? It's still an island. Some people think, you know, should we decide? But again, you know, the broker needs to understand the island. He needs to understand the developments, everything, in order to give the confidence to the client. So I think it's very, very important that you build those relationships, and eventually, you know, if somebody then trusts you, they'll come back to you. You know, it's not like this is the last deal on the planet. I'm not one. You know, sometimes you got to sign now and you got to buy. If you don't take this now, it's gone tomorrow. There's always going to be something tomorrow. So you know, I'm always kind of would recommend never push a sale, never try and get it signed immediately, because I think, you know, then it's a hard sell. That means you might have forced somebody to buy something that they regret. Give them time, and ultimately, to the best of your ability at that point in time, you're trying to give them the right advice.
What's the right time? Like, how long does it take you to make a sale?
You know, it really varies. Sometimes you could be working on a client for 3 months. You know, they needed to get their financing in place. So it's no point me wasting time taking an offer to the seller, because again, I've understood the client. He needs his financing. He needs to get it all in place. If his funding is not secure, it's no point me trying to close a deal. Get that part sorted, and then I'll try and get you the right price with the seller. So that could be a 2-3 month process, depending on. Sometimes it can happen in the space of 24 hours. You know, it's just being in the right place at the right time. You know, I've had somebody meet me at an Imar Sales Center, and, you know, they straight away kind of connected with me. They knew what they wanted. There was a property launch, and, you know, they, you know, within the space of a couple of hours, they've committed to buying a 2-bedroom apartment in Dubai Hills. So it can really vary. It can go from 24 hours to even 3 months. So it can even sometimes be years. You know, you've built the trust.
What's the longest it's taken you to close any client?
So right now, I'm working on a deal that's probably into month 3, but we're getting closer, you know, and as I said, I've done one in 24 hours as well.
Okay. So for you, it's been 3 months, longest?
The longest at the moment, yeah.
And in terms of volumes, how much, like...
So again, the ticket sizes vary in Dubai. As I said, you can go and buy something for a client for $100,000. And as I said yesterday, I wish I was the person who sold the 135 million. You know, we could have been out celebrating.
You said 1,000?
$135 million yesterday.
An apartment?
Third most expensive penthouse was sold in Dubai on the Palm. And it's not, again, it's off plan. So I'm giving you the dynamics. It's attracting high net worth individuals. It's attracting people who just want to relocate. It's attracting people who, you know, since COVID, people are working smarter. So they love Dubai in terms of the facilities, the weather, the location, yet they continue their businesses abroad.
How do we attract those kind of $1 million paying clients? Like, what do we need to do to attract them to our city?
You see, as I said, it's lovely to return to Uganda. It feels lovely. I think the people are absolutely amazing. You know, they're so friendly. They're very highly educated here. You can feel it. You know, everybody you meet, they're polite. They speak well. And I feel the challenges. Obviously, there's obviously the infrastructure that needs to be addressed. You know, whether you're from the airport to the roads.
Starting with the infrastructure, you say the things we need to do to attract in.
Yeah, I think, as you say, it's a simple thing. One flight landed, it's taken like 2 hours. And, you know, in Dubai, you've got hundreds of flights landing at the same time. And it's, you know, before you know it, you know, you come from immigration, suddenly your luggage is there and you're out in like, you know, 20, 30 minutes. So clearly, the way they've planned from landing to that airport, the way the airport has grown, again, you know, credit to the leaders and the people, you know, who are doing this. The roads, you know, I remember going in Dubai when I was 2002. It's like 2-3 lane highways, and now they're like 6-7. You know, the city is still very young, and the pace at which it's developed is phenomenal. You know, whether you're looking at the towers, the roads,
Isn't it attributed to the gold and the oil and...
Well, you
You
see,
being rich, you know.
I don't think it's no. I think it's more attributed to the vision
Yeah.
of the leaders, and
Okay.
it's bringing in talent, and obviously, as you say, the quality of some of the buildings with the amenities, the size, tallest building in the world, and you've got the Palm Jumeirah. People thought, will it ever succeed? And look at it today. It's a huge. That's where the $135 million penthouse sold for, and now there's a lot of excitement in the region in terms of again, it's becoming a tourist attraction. They want to bring in people, So obviously, Ras Al Khaimah is also now becoming a very popular destination. One of the other Emirates, and there's Wynn Casinos, which is obviously going to be opening there in 2027. So there's a lot of excitement and activity in Ras Al Khaimah, and again, it's 4 mini islands called Marjan, and again, I think people who invest there today, thinking of the future, casino does get delivered. I think there's great again investment potential on that island.
And how long has it taken you for you to achieve all this?
You see, I think you learn every day. I've been spending time with you. I'm learning. I think I've been in Dubai since 2002. And I'm still learning every day. You can never, because it's so quick and the pace is so quick and there's so many developments. So, and again, you can't focus on every development and every project. So you've got to focus. So I focus on a handful of developers. So
how was Dubai in 2002? Because I'm told everything we're seeing is like 15 years old.
Yeah, I mean 2000. I mean even then it was from 2002 to where it is today. It's a completely different city. I mean, literally, as I said, you had 2-3 lane highways. Now there's highways all over Dubai. So the connectivity, the metro, the pace of the metro, that they've created in again the short space of time. The airport, the way it's attracting the tourism. The environment for doing business, there's different free zone environment setups for people to come. So it's very investor friendly to do your business. Obviously, globally, it's amazingly strategically well located for people. So it's ease of travel, the safety we talked about, the tax free we talked about, and population, as I say, is continuous and it's diverse. It's like the United Nations is all there. I'm sure I'll always bump into somebody from Uganda somewhere, whether it's my building or
going quite to a number going
and there's
there.
so many there. And sometimes when I speak to them, again, it's like they're so polite. They're amazing people. And sometimes I say to them, why are you not in your beautiful country, Uganda? Because it is beautiful. And they just say, there's no opportunity for us and we're having to come here. And, and they're highly educated. So I think Uganda has great asset, the people. And I think that the people can make Uganda a powerhouse. This country has natural resource. And I just think it's really, really got a lot of potential for the future, providing the leadership, the guidance, and everything comes together. I think Uganda can be the most powerful country in Africa. I truly believe.
As we come to the end of the show, tell me about the fantasies we've had about Dubai, like the tallest building. I'm told the tallest building in the world is in Dubai. Yeah. I'm told you import your trees and flowers and change them every week.
Well, it's, as you say, it's truly a tourist hub. One of the most tourism is huge there. The airport is one of the busiest in the world, and it has to deliver. So, as you say, it's got the tallest tower, tallest building in the world. Burj Khalifa is the tallest. It's around 830 meters in height. Okay, so 163 floors. Burj Khalifa has. It's truly a global attraction. New Year's Eve, it's got the best fireworks in the world, which the whole world is looking at, and so this is one of the great achievements in the country. Obviously, it's got lots of other attractions today, lots of wonderful theme parks, the shopping malls, Dubai Mall. It's a city in itself. It's Dubai Mall is huge, and I dread going there because by the time you park and unless you know what you want, but again, it's a amazing tourist attraction. It's got everything from your ice ring, lovely restaurants, your shopping, It's
To
phenomenal.
all the brands. I've
Every
seen
single brand, and obviously Dubai is about brands
Gucci.
as well.
Here, the Gucci we have, most of it is not the real one. But in Dubai, you have all these brand names.
You got all the
Nike,
absolutely. You go, you know, it's all there's obviously brands and brands
the
sell.
Nikes.
You know, you've got you know, talk about real estate. You know, you've got Bugatti now building a Bugatti residence.
Wow.
So you imagine, and again, it's completely a branded residential opportunity for those people who want to be associated, you know, with that type of high-end ultra luxury. So, you know, as you say, Dubai is about luxury. It's got the tallest building, the biggest shopping mall, you know, but again, it's got also wonderful other places. You know, it's got natural, when the weather's beautiful, you can go hiking to Ras Al Khaimah, other places. Obviously, the beach is beautiful, you know, it's clean. And yeah, this is the other thing, it's absolutely spotless. You will not see dirt anywhere in Dubai. You know, it's clean and safe, as I say, and lots of other attractions. You know, you've got museums there, you've got wonderful theme parks, you've got the desert, you've got the sea, and you've got mountains. So it ticks all the boxes. And why wouldn't you want to make the UAE a home or a place to have a small investment?
You obviously got me captivated on that, and I can't wait to come back to Dubai and see what's happening.
You need to come again. I know you came in 2018.
I did.
So please come back again.
Yes,
and
I
maybe you can come and with your wonderful crew, and we can do another shooting in Dubai.
That is a date. See you in Dubai. I don't know when, but we will let you know.